guys, it's moving day. It's time to move this outside in preparation for its first start. So I've got my lift ring in position. Just noticed something that I didn't notice before. My my used starter that I got off of eBay. I just happened to be rotating this flywheel and I heard something unusual, and then I was looking at the shaft, and I don't know how I missed this, but this bearing on the top of this starter must be toast, because there is a ton of side to side play in that shaft. That's not up and down. So get a load of this. Wow. The motor kind of wiggles on this stand, so it's kind of deceiving, but you can hear it. So that's unfortunate. I don't think I'm going to get too much action out of that starter before it fails. So we get the Mighty Oliver loader over the stairs, but unfortunately the lift ring is probably lined up with like the first step at the top there. Not the ideal situation, but crashing the loader into the side of the house because of the poor brakes on that tractor is also not an ideal situation. Alright, so the problem I had with the cherry picker is that it can't reach into the stairwell because the base of the cherry picker is too wide. So I decided, instead of trying to use the cherry picker this time, going through the trouble of lifting it off the motor stand, wheeling it over there only to find out I can't get it in there anyways, I decided to keep it on the motor stand, and I've actually got the cable already hooked up. Problem is, it's at such an angle that if I were to lift it right now, it would actually cause this whole motor stand to tip over, and then the motor would violently swing towards the stairs and smash against the stairs. So I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to see whether or not, because it looks like the bottom of that stand might just fit through that doorway, and I'm wondering if I can lift that thing up onto the first step, take up some of the slack, and lift it another step, take up some of the slack until I get it closer to vertical. This ought to be something. If the door wasn't on here, I think it would just fit.
Maybe take the door off.
What?
Maybe take the door off.
Well, if I have to, I could do that. That's certainly an option. But, let's see if I go a little kitty corner, I might be able to slip it through. Whoa! What the heck? Okay. Thought the pin fell out, but it's just a little sloppy. Oh, I need something smaller to stick in there to pry this. There you go, do it. There we go. No, Peter, I don't want you in the stairwell behind this, because if it tips, falls over on you, you'll get crushed.
So what do you want me to do?
Just stand there and watch for me, okay? Because if something happens that I need help real quick, then at least you'll be here. You can go back to school and go, oh, this summer I watched my dad get crushed to death by a outboard motor that fell on him. It was awesome. So, huh? I can't get over how humid it is.
I know, right?
I waited until dusk so that I didn't have to deal with this heat and humidity, and it's still miserable. What were you asking?
You don't need Butch's help. It'd be a little bit easier if you had his help.
I'll let you know. I'm thinking. All right, over the threshold. Ow! Keep doing that. Keep pulling the wrong one.
Where's the propeller?
Huh?
Where's the
The whole lower unit is off. What they call a gear case. It's in there. Gotta see if the motor's gonna run first. If I can get the motor running, then I'll try and fix the gear case because that's broken too. But if this doesn't run, I'm wasting my time fixing that gear case. See?
propeller?
Aiden's here? Aiden! Aiden's here, everyone! Is that part of your looking out? You're gonna announce whoever comes next? And now, visiting us all the way from Walla Walla, Washington.
Daddy, are you bringing that up here?
Yeah, Aiden. It's been in the basement this whole time. Do you really think I'm putting it on the stairs here to bring it back down where I just had it?
Fix it?
It's getting there. Hey, I'd love to chat, but there's this thing called darkness coming. I'm trying to get this done.
Why did it take so long?
Because it's very heavy. Yeah, that's going to be the trick, getting it up to the next step. That first step from the threshold is short. These steps are much taller. I wonder how much pull I can put on this before it tries to flip over. I really shouldn't find out, huh? See, because it's pulling at an angle, so it wants to flip it back this way, and I don't want it doing that. That would be bad. Go ask Butch for help.
Why do you need up from Butch?
Aiden, go grab me a bottle of water, please. Ow! Okay. Thanks. Whoops.
Why do you need Butch's help?
Thanks. You're okay no matter what your brother says about you.
Why do you need Butch's help?
Well, I'm going to ask you, why do you think I need Butch's help?
Pull that up one stair?
To pull it up several stairs.
Daddy, why do you get this backhoe for free?
Why did I get this backhoe for free?
Yeah.
Because I'm awesome?
No, really, why did you? Why did you?
Because Frank said, hey, I got an old backhoe down in the woods. Stopped working, and I just parked it down there, and he said I was going to call the scrap guy to come and get it and just take it away for nothing. He said, you're welcome to have it if you can get it going. And then I did. That was the most amazing thing. I went down there and I brought it back to life.
Why did you?
Now I've had this thing for years. How many years have I had this now? A few, right?
2.
Not even longer than that.
2.
I'm telling you. Check out the Oliver series. Check out the Oliver series on YouTube. One of my most popular series.
Daddy.
Did you know
When
that?
are you gonna fix the?
Aiden, you know what? I only need, as of today, I need 5 more subscribers to hit 3,000 subs. 3,000 subs!
3,000 subs.
By the time this video airs, I will be over 3,000 subscribers.
I was just you.
You'll subscribe? I think you did.
No, I didn't
No?
do it.
Peter did. Peter's, I think, one of my subscribers. Everybody in the family should subscribe. That'll put me over the top.
Oh, Mommy did. Mrs. did too.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Logan did it on Mrs. Phone.
Oh, well, yeah. So Logan did it with Mrs. Count, but it's actually Logan. I don't know if he even watches any of these anymore. Yeah. Ask Mommy. Personally, I think you. Hey, the neighbor's here, so watch your language in front of the kids.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Good.
I got a bit of a pickle here. I probably should have come and asked you before I started, but I thought maybe I could do this. My problem is I really can't get the loader in close to the house because the brakes are bad on that thing. I don't like getting too close to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is, you see my chain fall is like here. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm pulling at an angle, so it wants to tip the whole motor off the
Yeah.
thing. So what I did was I lifted it up over the threshold and I lifted it up over onto the first step. And I figured if I keep edging it that way, I keep getting a little more closer to vertical, gets a little bit better and better. My problem is I've gotten to the point where now I've got a full step I have to lift. I can't lift this thing, it's too heavy. If I try and use this thing to lift it, it's doing this. And those, if it starts once it gets to a certain tip point, those wheels are going to roll that way, and this thing's going to want to go wham. This might stop it from falling, but not before it probably breaks something. So, what I was thinking was, I was wondering whether or not if I got on that end,
Wouldn't the backhoe part work better?
well, the problem is the hydraulics on the backhoe, they're old, so it moves quick. You know what I mean? It lifts slow, but like when you push the stick the other way, it can drop suddenly. And I'm liable to break the concrete on these stairs if I do that. That thing doesn't seem heavy until you drop it on something.
Yeah.
So what I was wondering was whether or not if we started pulling it with a chain fall, if I put my weight on the back of that to keep it from flipping this way, maybe it'll just roll right up onto the next step. Either that, or you come down here in the hole with me, and the two of us get on each side of this thing, lift it up one more step, and then take up the tension on the chain, and lift it up another step, take up the tension.
You got any 2x6s?
Well,
Short pieces?
I got some blocks of wood. Why? What you thinking?
If you put a 2x6, like where your foot is,
Yeah.
butt it up against the step, and the other end against that, you could bring it up. One step at a time. And the 2x6 would take the bang off of it.
Oh, you're saying from it rolling like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. My problem is the tipping. That's the problem. See, right now this is at a
Yeah.
critical point where if I pull it too much more, it's going to want to tip. Until we get it closer to here where it's more vertical, it's going to want to keep trying to do that. So we got to get it up like 2 more steps. Alternatively, I could just put the pry bar under there, pry it up, throw a block under there, and get it up like 1.5 inches at a time. But then I get it sitting on stacks of blocks, which is not good either. So, what's it going to be? A counterweight system, or you and I brute force this thing? How much do you think this weighs?
Just gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, if you had a 2x6 or 2x8 and put it up, like where your left heel is,
Here?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then put it in there, and then use the chain hoist, it should pretty much stay straight.
Oh, you're saying wedge a board in here
Yeah,
to keep it from?
it might.
Yeah. But if it slips, like if the board slips down,
Mhm.
then it's going to violently swing this way. I lifted it. I lifted it by myself. You see?
Mhm.
I lifted it by myself up the short step and over the threshold. So I don't know. I think the two of us could lift this up one whole step. Get on that side. You see what I'm saying? Maybe.
Okay, yeah, we got to figure out where we're going to put our feet, because once we start moving it up,
Yeah. Right. Well, you know what? Now that we're here to keep it from tipping,
we could probably. I wonder if we could pick this thing up here.
Let me take some of the me take some of the weight off of this thing. Another weight here though.
Okay.
Yeah, it does that swivel thing, which isn't great.
No.
No, that ain't gonna work. The only thing I can think of is if we did it here, if we lifted it, put the wheels here,
Yeah.
once we got it lifted there, then put your foot up here and get it out of the way.
Well, let me try it.
Yeah, sure.
Ready?
Yeah, go. See, I think you gotta get where I am.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get any leverage, you're gonna hurt your back that way. There you go. Put that foot down there. Got it? Alright, ready? Ready? Yeah. Okay, now we just need to.
You know which one it is? It's
Nope,
going the
that
other
one.
way.
That one. There we go.
Let me pick up, get my other foot up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, probably not much more than that before it starts tipping on us. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. The closer we get to the top, the more we can rely on this thing to do our lifting.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be enough. Wait a minute, let's get some of this chain out of the way.
What's the problem with these chain falls?
Yeah. Good for everything except for this.
Okay.
What if I should go a little bit higher?
Yeah. Whoop,
Wrong way.
You got a 50-50 chance.
Ready?
Yeah, go.
You okay? You alright?
Yeah, yeah. Gotta get the. There we go. Okay. All right, you go ahead. Grab the chain fall.
Ready, Carol?
All right, stop. Oh, I think I pulled my hamstring. I wasn't expecting it to.
Get hung up.
Yeah, it started to go back out, and it was tilted. So I tried saving it, and because I pulled right in here. My groin.
Yeah. Don't ruin that. I wonder if you could tip your bucket the other way, then bring it up the stairs that way.
You mean tip the bucket up to get it to start to pull up?
Yeah.
That's going to have the same effect as if you just keep pulling on the chain pull, actually. So if you think we're that close enough to do that right now, we can go ahead and try that. Pull it some more. Let's see what happens. If nothing else, it'll be that much less lifting.
Yeah. The only bad thing is if it kicks out, which it shouldn't do.
Yeah, it's close. The angle's very close.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Get on this side in case it does. Where are you going? Come up here. If it kicks out, it's going that way. This is going to hold it. So this isn't going to fall here.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of something different. That's okay.
I'm worried about that going that way. It shouldn't.
Going which way?
The
Back
wheels,
down into
the
the
wheels
basement.
might want to kick off the step going that way if it starts to tilt this way. Right now, I think we're close enough vertical. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. To be on the safe side, get yourself out of there. Maybe over here even.
Well, you know when you're ready.
Whoop, what the heck was that? Good. I pulled the wrong way.
How would you do that?
See how the wheels are starting to roll out?
Yeah.
You don't think it's going to go, do you?
Well, that's what I was curious about.
Nope, they're coming up. I think we're past the point where it can kick out
Yep.
that way.
All right, so let me get down here. And
Well,
I'll guide the.
Yeah, all right. I'm still not crazy about you being behind it, though. If something fails,
Okay, now if you had that 2x8, you could put it right in there, and it would walk right up.
Butch, come on out of there. Do me a favor. Stand outside the bulkhead right there and work the chain for me, because it's hard for me to reach across. I'll guide you. If it's going to fall into you, should be me.
Stop agreeing.
I've been looking to get away.
All right, let me find a spot to stand over here.
Yeah, watch your head. I've hit my head on it a few times.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
slide my way.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy.
This side hasn't come up yet.
Why not?
Coming. Here it comes.
Okay, there we go. Oh, beautiful. Bring it right up to as far as you can.
So chains in the way.
Alright. That's alright. Just bring it, get it up onto the step, and then I'll lift it with the loader. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Wait, 60-foot chain here?
It's the one that came with it. Probably shouldn't put my hand in there. Okay, that's good. I should be able to now just lift it. Just start the loader up, lift it, and drive right back. What are you doing, Mark? Get out of there, Mark. You run over. Good night.
Go one more. Get back to the wall. All right. Yeah. Where you going with it?
That's what I was wondering.
Where you going with it?
Right here for now.
All right.
And that's how you do that. Excuse me. Better take care of that now than when my neighbor's here.